We've heard about love yourself, care for yourself, self-love, self-care. But a friend of mine, a very dear queen of honor, has taught me more important than self-love and self-care is self-ownership, because she believes own your life will guide you to be your best version all through. So presenting to you Her Majesty, Queen of Honor, Kavita Lalwani.
Thank
Hi.
you, Karishma. Thanks for having me here.
I'm so excited to go through this conversation with you because I feel as midlifers, we underestimate the power of fitness, nutrition, and self care and self love, because life teaches us otherwise.
Right.
And own your life. I mean, it's breath. With the person who said it to me, I was like, wow, how do you own your life?
Yeah, so Karishma, I'd like to share. I've been an athlete all my life. Thanks to my childhood. I've had a childhood where we lived 25 families in one building.
Wow.
And my parents believed that the children should get up early. We used to stay next to a gurdwara. The Gurbani used to start at 4 o'clock in the morning, like the Amrit Vela. So my eyes used to open every day at 4 a.m. And ever since, every morning I'm awake at 4.
At 4?
4.
Even if
Yeah.
you party at night?
I don't believe anything good happens after 10 o'clock in the night. Nothing good nothing good can happen. The bliss that you feel at 4 in the morning, you will not feel in any party. Naturally, everybody, Bombay life is such. Everybody parties till.
I will tell you, I hate partying. And now I hate the noise. And people are like, "Oh, you're getting old," and I just feel that I'm not getting old. It's just that I realize that it's a waste.
It's
I would
owning
rather
yourself.
Yeah.
That the bliss that you feel at that hour in the morning. I realized that as a very young kid. So for me, going out in the night was a complete no-no. But Bombay life takes you there. There's so much of social pressure. I could handle that kind of social pressure where I can tell you, I could own myself from that point of view.
But even if you have a late night, you still push yourself to wake up at 4 a.m.?
It's just natural.
It's just natural.
It's your body clock. If
Wow.
you sleep at 1 o'clock, you sleep at 12, you've not got your sleep. So your day is completely gone.
Yeah.
So, but still your eyes are open because now you're hearing that, the Gurbani early morning, that Amrit Vela time is like, it's rare people get that. And I've been blessed since childhood.
I've heard of this Kavita where people say that the more you chant a mantra, it becomes a seed within yourself. So do you feel like sometimes you're woken up by the inner Gurbani?
Yes. That's what has happened to me every single day.
Wow.
Even if I have to go back to sleep, that 4 o'clock I'm awake.
Wow.
For 15, 20 minutes, my eyes are open and I'm there, So that peace, that if you gain that peace in the morning, nothing can shatter you in the day. Nothing. Everybody goes through ups and downs in their lives, but then that's how you handle yourself.
True.
Because you've already had that positive start to your day.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Talking about sleep and early rising, and because you are so passionate about health and fitness, and you're doing research on midlifers, I believe.
Yes.
Before you share something on your research, I would love to talk about the quality of sleep for us midlifers, especially women going through perimenopause, menopause. I want to hear from you.
For me, I've been such a disciplined person. I've never had a problem with my sleep. I can sleep, deep sleep at 9 o'clock in the night and wake up at 4.
What's the secret?
So, it's just consistency. It's just loving yourself. If you love yourself, you'll not bother about anybody's, what is she sleeping so early for? You don't answer calls after 8:30 because it's your winding down time.
Yes.
So it's just about owning yourself.
But how? I mean, literally, I struggle to sleep at times. There are times when I sleep so well, and then there are nights where I struggle to
If
sleep.
you sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, I don't think you should
But
have
what
that
about
kind
the
of.
hot flushes and things that disturb you in the middle of the
Yeah,
night, like the night sweats?
yeah, even I did go through that, but I resolved those night sweats and those hot flushes and all with exercise.
Oh,
The day
really?
I didn't exercise, I realized that I was not sleeping really well
Yeah,
at night.
yeah.
So I made sure that every morning I would get the sunlight. Main thing is the sunlight.
Yeah.
The circadian rhythm is so important for our bodies.
I think, I do agree with you where exercise is concerned, because if I have to, think about and look at it for myself, the days I don't exercise, my sleep quality is bad. So yes, exercise is such an
Body is meant
important.
to move. It's
Yeah.
not meant to be sedentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sunlight is so, we have sunlight 365
Not
days.
this sunlight right now. It is blazing.
No, early morning sunlight at
Yeah,
8
yeah.
o'clock in the morning, you step out in the sun, get 20 minutes of sunlight, you'll never have a problem with your sleep.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's okay. I don't know. We feel like, we take our bodies for granted, but the body doesn't stop functioning even for a single minute.
That's
What
true.
if it would?
Yeah.
So we should respect our body, look after it, give it the movement it needs. Not only exercise, not only strength training, just walk in the sun.
Yeah.
Go to the beach. We have the beach so close by here.
Yeah, where people would rather be in Maldives and every other beach but the beach of Mumbai.
By the Jew beach, it's crowded. Before COVID, when I went to the beach, it used to be empty.
Yeah.
And after COVID, it's full, even at 6 in the morning. So people have woken up to
they have
working
woken
out
up.
and walking and everything.
That is true. There is a
Yeah.
big change.
Yeah.
A very big change. So as much as action and activity is required, we also need to rest.
Yes, absolutely.
And the body heals itself in sleep. That's what I've heard.
Of course, recovery is very important. Very, very important.
And people underestimate that.
I don't think so.
No?
People recover more than they work out.
The problem is that they prefer the sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah, it's people, athletes like us, it's very difficult for us to recover for one full 24 hours. Within that also, we do yoga, we do stretching. We don't want to be idle even for a single day without a workout.
But isn't that then an overdrive? Because I remember once you telling me that when you started your journey of running, and I would like you to share that with everyone, that you started at around 50.
Yes.
And obviously that was when you're crossing over through perimenopause and you started running.
Yes.
And I remember the most important thing that you told me is that, Karishma, running is one thing, but when to say no is very, very important.
Yes.
I would love you to explain that.
Yeah. I started running at 50. I just love the outdoors. So I just wanted to explore. At 50, your kids are older, you have the time. So I started exploring running. And I loved it so much. It puts you in a state of zen. Once I was with my earphones running on the road, a truck 1 inch away from me, honking away, and I'm happy. I'm in my own state of zen.
But that's bad zen.
Yeah,
that's dangerous zen, not bad.
Yeah. It's you go into that meditative state.
Yeah.
I stopped running on the road. Now I only go to the beach to run because you love that. It's a different world you go into. But what happened with me was the day I did not run, I was irritable at home, yelling and screaming at everybody in the house because the body got so used to running and that state of zen, and suddenly it would backfire the day I wouldn't run. So I said, this is not helping me in any way.
Correct.
It's not helping me, my family. So I took a little, I started slowing down.
Right.
I started running only 3 days a week. I used to itch. I used to go to the gym the other days, but the days I used to go to the gym, it was, oh shit, I don't feel like going.
Right.
Because I used to love that state of zen so much.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but I had to pull myself back because exercise is supposed to be positive for you, not it shouldn't affect you in any.
Anything addictive is not good.
When
it reaches that point.
It's so addictive. Ask any of the runners, and I have never run more than a 10K event.
That takes me back to when Kavita is so interesting and she's got so many beautiful anecdotes that I do know a lot of them and I would like her to share them with you.
Yeah.
The beginning of your journey in that marathon which you did not expect yourself to run.
Yes. So I joined a running club at the beach in November, and January was the Tata Marathon,
Yeah.
which I had not signed up for because you have to give your timings beforehand.
Yeah.
And I joined a running club, and my coach, who was training us, I was training with all the participants who were going to run the Tata Marathon. And I was to run an event in Feb, the Juhu Marathon,
Right.
for that year. That was in 2019. 2018 I started, and 2019 Feb was the event.
Right.
And my coach was on the bike, and he's making, he's pacing me at
Right.
Malabar Hill. We ran all the way from Juhu Beach till Malabar Hill.
Juhu Beach to Malabar.
Yes, and he was pacing me all along. And then, when we reached Nariman Point, we all friends said we'll go for breakfast and all, and the
Right.
coach had to go back.
Right.
He went back on his bike and he had an accident because the metro work was going on, and he had a very bad accident. He had broken all his bones. He was in the hospital. We rushed to the hospital to meet him. And all he told me at that time is, Kavita, I want you to do this timing in your event for the Feb event. This was in Jan. This accident happened in Jan. And all the other runners, he was telling them what timing he expected.
Oh my God, in that state.
In that, all broken bones. And after a year, this coach is again on the beach running with 15-20 screws in his body and all.
Unbelievable.
Imagine the inspiration that he was. His name, Mr. Ashok Shetty.
Wow.
He's my inspiration. Anytime I'm tired, I said,
a big salute to you, sir.
Yes, absolutely. And for him, I did a record time of 58 minutes for a 10K run, which is a very good time for a 50 plus.
And that was your first
run, yes.
Oh
yes,
my God.
I just did it for him, but I knew I could.
But that's what they say, that sometimes when you do something for others, you do it even better than when you do it for yourself. There has to be that inspiration and motivation.
Yes, absolutely. So this is what pushed me into doing better and better every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am so inspired by Kavita. I am so motivated to work harder, go to the gym, do my Pilates, but no running for me. I am too lazy for that. I just can't do it. That lactic acid burn, it's deadly.
No, so for me, I've been an outdoor person. I've been an athlete, so it's good fun for me to be outdoors and into running. I don't need to ask anybody, can we run together? It's a solo sport.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what keeps me going. But Karishma, I'd like to talk about, I've been an athlete right from the time I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
But when I turned 50, I started running. And as 2, 3, 4 years I was running, I realized I was gradually putting on weight and, something was not working. So I decided to do this research. And through the research, I went to the US for 4 months. I was there doing research. Through the research, I realized that we women are not small men.
Can you say that again?
We women are not small men.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I really want to understand
trainers in the gym, they make a lady and a man work out in the same way. Or they feel, the ladies have to use those pinky dumbbells, those 1 pound dumbbells, or, just go up to 2 kgs, 3 kgs. That's not what it is. The research, what I have done, I've read papers of Dr. Wanda Wright and Dr. Stacey Sims. I'm a big fan of theirs. I'm a big fan of this person called Dan Go. He's on LinkedIn. I've been following for years together. His research is so good that, for a lady, like I told you, I was putting on weight and I thought I was an athlete and I'm working out every day. I knew something I was doing was not correct.
Yeah.
Until my research told me that after perimenopause, we have to lift heavy and less reps. You cannot do 15 reps of some 5 kg dumbbells because it's just burning muscle. It's not building muscle.
Wow.
To build muscle, you have to do 6 to 8 reps, 2 reps
Right.
before failure.
Right. Right.
And as heavy as you can.
Right,
But
right.
you have to start slow. If you've never worked out, even an 80-year-old can start weight training.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for people with back problem, with some accident or whatever it is, there is a solution. You can do chair yoga, you can do anything. There is no excuse. It's our own body. We have to love ourselves at every age.
But very interestingly, you mentioned that women are not small men, and yet weightlifting is like a very manly thing.
No. So we don't make muscles. We don't look bulky.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
to build muscle after, like in perimenopause, we are losing muscle. We are losing bone
Yeah,
density.
yeah.
We are losing muscle mass. We cannot afford to.
Yeah,
We
correct,
have
correct.
to, for longevity, for us, we have to build muscle and keep the muscle mass. It's not about only eating protein. Everywhere we hear, just eat protein.
Yeah.
The protein will help. You'll synthesize your protein only when you have done your good weight training with heavy weights, and also to build bone density. This is for muscle mass. To build your bone density, you need to jump, thumping like that.
Yeah, yeah.
From a height. Or those steppers, jump up and down,
Down.
up and
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
That it's not going to hurt your knees. People have this very wrong notion that if we jump, we skip, our knees are going to go.
But actually, skipping and jumping is very good.
Very good for bone mass. Absolutely. And we have to preserve it
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
rest of our lives. Otherwise, we'll be like, at 70, people get old otherwise.
So now that you're doing this research, so far, what have your findings been beyond what you've already told me? Like, what other findings have you come through in the study that you've been doing?
This, like, you don't have to. First of all, you don't, you can run, but at a very low pace. You don't have to run fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. At a conversational pace where you build your telomeres in your DNA. It grows. And you
Right.
improve your VO2 max. That's your, oxygen going into the muscles.
Yeah.
That you keep gradually increasing so that your lungs are strong. You have to keep your body strong. Your
Absolutely.
lungs, your heart, your muscles, your bones.
Yeah.
Everything has to work together. So you have to find a balance.
You know, in today's day and age of Instagram and everything that you see, the fitness enthusiasts and the fitness influencers, and people are start believing it's a one glove fits all routine for exercise, for food, diet, and then you get confused because every day there's something new and you believe, okay, that can fit you. What are your thoughts on that?
See, it's very simple. For us, it's very, very simple. At least if you can't even go to the gym, at least walk. Movement is important.
Yes, yes.
But to build muscle, strength training is very important after perimenopause, at perimenopause, after 50. Without strength training, you cannot conserve any muscle mass. You have to build it.
And that muscle protects your bones.
Yes, and your bone density, if you're able to jump, go for it. Go for your skipping. Go. What do you call that?
Yeah, the box, the
trampoline.
Yeah, trampoline.
Yeah,
I
those
love
for
that.
So that kind of movement on hard ground. It doesn't ruin your knees. It doesn't affect your bone. It builds bone density.
And what about swimming?
Swimming is a cardio. It's good for the heart. It's good for your bones. It's good. So any kind of sport is good.
Is good.
But strength training is very,
the
very
most
essential.
important.
Yeah, it's very essential.
What about yoga? Because yoga uses a lot of your body strength training.
That's mobility.
That's mobility.
And pranayam.
Right. So, things like the Surya Namaskar where you're using your body,
that's cardio.
That's cardio.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't consider that in strength training. Strength training is pick up your dumbbells
and heavy.
And heavy.
Go heavy. Go gradually every 3 to 4 weeks. Increase the weight that you carry.
So I have to tell you all this. When Kavita shared this with me about a month ago, I actually told my trainer about it. And I noticed within 3 weeks, I was far more toned than I've ever been.
Yes.
So yes, it works.
It does.
And I no more look at more repetitions, less weight. I look at more weight, less repetitions.
Yes. That's the right way for us. For us women.
And it's
at our
working.
age. Yes.
There's another thing that you brought up. Protein.
Yes.
According to me, this entire thing of protein is a hard sell for protein powders. Because when I look at, for instance, my grandmom, she passed away at 93. She had the best glow on her skin. She was obese, but she was healthy. She was mobile till 92. And she always told me, we ate healthy. We had ghee, we had fried, we had this, we had wholesome food. And you're only talking about protein. Do you think chicken, mutton, and fish is the only thing you need in your food or soy? And I'm asking you this because you understand this better. Is protein that important to us?
See, your grandmom she didn't have these environmental issues.
Yeah.
We don't have clean air. I was in the US for 4 months. I didn't need to eat any protein. I was just living with fresh air. And I felt the healthiest version of myself. Where I could hang for 2 minutes without thinking. Here I can't hang for 30 seconds. The air is so bad.
So protein...
Yeah, protein really, like it builds your... I mean, you try taking protein supplement, you try taking a protein powder one day and you yourself, you'll realize how you feel. You'll feel much healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truth be told, yes. The
Yes.
days that I feel weak, I immediately go to the kitchen for a protein smoothie. And I do feel instantly better in 10
They used
minutes.
to have sattu and all
Yeah,
our grandmoms.
yeah.
They never looked at it as protein.
Protein,
They used
yeah.
to have their protein,
Yeah.
enough protein. They used
Yeah.
to drink milk. How much
Yeah.
milk they used to drink?
Yeah.
in
Even
those
our
days.
Sindhi cookies were made with chane ki acha,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
they
yes.
had a lot of it in the food.
Yeah, they used to have a
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
wholesome protein meal without realizing.
Even most of our dishes had dal in it. So
Yes.
they would make the
Yes.
turi with dal.
Yes.
Yeah, actually come to think of it, they were just having protein without having to override or oversell protein.
Correct, yeah. So we don't have all that now. Things have got so bad. The milk, we can't get the purest form of milk. What do? We have to take the right kind of protein.
It's crazy. Everything is adulterated.
Absolutely. So what?
Pesticides. There's no such thing as clean eating anymore.
Yeah. But we have to survive that.
But I also believe that exercise and mobility is a way of detoxing the body and creating a great resistance and defense system because you're breathing out. That's active pranayams because you cannot pick up a weight and not breathe in the right rhythm.
Yes.
So I feel that yes, exercise is going to help us to sustain despite all the adulterated food that we're exposed to.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's another interesting thing that is going around. Avoid eating salads, raw food because of the pesticides.
For me, I've never been an outside food person because every time it's not that it doesn't suit me. Every time I ate out, I never felt nourished and my next day performance was compromised.
But what about all the chakna, snacks, samosa and all of that?
Because being an athlete, if you eat that, you're not going to perform.
Right.
For us, every microsecond in running, every little weight that I'm not able to lift the next morning feels miserable. So I'm like, that food doesn't give me any kind of satisfaction.
So you truly own your life.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm telling you, all these years, even my mom and my sister used to go out for dinner to have chole bhature, and I used to not go with them, even as a kid. As an 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid, you all go and have all the rubbish that you all want to eat. I'm eating ghar ka dal chawal.
So, there's a very fine line between owning your life and controlling your life.
Yes.
If I may ask you,
Yeah.
do you ever feel that you are controlling your life vis-a-vis saying that you're owning your life? Like, how does one know when they are crossing over from owning to controlling?
You may own your life, you may control your life. As long as you're happy, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Absolutely. And nothing else matters besides your happiness. First your happiness, then your family.
Yeah. Because I have been told quite a few times, oh, you're such a control freak. I don't control others, but I do like to have control over myself, call it discipline or whatever.
Yes.
But I love that because I know that the days that I cheat or I treat myself, I'm not in the best of situations.
Correct.
And that is where then I ask myself, like, is it so bad being a control freak?
You got your answer. You've given your answer.
I own it. I'm a control freak. Any problems, that's your problem. It's It's not my problem anymore. Label me through your own spectacles.
Yeah, all my friends, whoever, like you must be also knowing this girl. If they see me eating outside food, अरे आज तो ये खा रही है बाहर का. Like,
but you feel guilty?
No, I don't.
No.
The day, if I'm hungry, I'll eat. You can't starve yourself. If you're out for the day like, otherwise I would carry food from home, but there are times when there's been no time to carry food also. So it's okay. Nothing else matters besides myself first.
That's amazing. Yeah. But have you heard of these labels where anyone has to be, oh my God, she's so antisocial. She sleeps early. She's too disciplined.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Let
matter.
Them
they
say
don't know the feeling that you get when you wake up early. They will never know until they go through. I tell everybody, experience that at least once in your lifetime and consistently at least for a month.
I love that. I think, Kavita, where I relate to you a lot and I resonate a lot is I've always preferred discipline over distraction.
Yes.
It may be really tempting, but when people talk about FOMO and the fear of missing out, I think my fear of missing out is reading a good book, being with family, going to sleep on time and rising on time, completing my projects, mahjong with my friends. Those are my FOMOs, but not FOMOs of not being at the party and knowing what happened out there. It's like
you find a balance somewhere. We all find a balance. For people who may want to sacrifice your early morning, that peaceful time, but you do it for certain people.
I do it very sulkingly. I do it very reluctantly, and then I go all out. If one difficulty I faced during perimenopause, and sorry, now I'm menopausal actually. I have always been a very calm person. Nothing could disturb me. But I've realized I've become a little hyper, a little bit more reactive. And those emotional storms, even my periods and my PMS could not bring me to where I am. And I think sometimes I wish I had a calendar to know what was happening. How do you manage that?
Exercise. Exercise and only exercise. You feel low, go for a walk. You feel little low, just go to the gym. Just go run for 5 minutes and you'll feel...
my favorite walking place is the malls. You see, and in this heat, we are like melting. But I do agree with you.
You have the spinner in the gym. You have the
cross trainer.
You just get your heart rate up. Your depression and all your nasty feelings, everything will be
What
gone.
about the treadmill? A lot of people say that the treadmill is not good for your knees. Is that true?
That's not true at all. The treadmills are built, scientifically built for you to run, walk. In places where they have very extreme weathers, what do you do? 6 months of the year they have snow, they're using the treadmill.
Absolutely.
Nothing happens to your knees. I don't like the treadmill personally because here we have the opportunity to go out and walk, run. Because it's an assisted walking. You're not, it's less effort. With the same amount of distance you're covering, it's less effort. So I don't like the treadmill at all.
But then yet it is good enough to at least do that, especially with our blazing summers now.
Yes, absolutely.
Our body is a machinery, right? It's switched on from the time we are conceived and it's switched off when we exit the body. But somewhere we are programmed not to own our lives. That control is taken away from us.
Only we have taken it.
Really?
Only we have taken it.
Why would we do that?
See, Karishma, everybody goes through ups and downs. Everybody. Today, I'll tell you, when I was in the 8th grade, my mother had 5% eyesight. And I used to be an athlete. I used to be out of the house all day. Suddenly, I was the older child of the house and I had to run the house. That doesn't mean that I did not go out and do my sports activities because that was part of me.
And that is what kept you going.
Yes.
Making yourself the priority makes you the biggest giver of the usefulness of your being.
Of yourself, correct. Yeah.
That's so true.
The person who does not exercise is not even useful in the house to others.
Yeah. I do agree with that. I feel your usefulness comes from making yourself useful first to yourself.
Yourself, yes.
You know,
Yeah, that's
how
when
can
we
you,
say own ourselves.
yeah, I remember, while during one of the satsangs, Guruji Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji had shared with us, he said, you go to feed others when you are malnutrition, how much can you feed them?
Correct.
But when you are nutritioned enough, you'll have
Yeah.
that much more energy.
Energy to feed.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
there's another saying, don't keep giving the fish to the man, teach him how to fish.
Fish. Yes.
So it is when we are thriving that we can guide others to thrive.
Yes.
That's
so good.
Actually sitting with you every time makes me own my life a little bit more. And I'm waiting for that day when I can say that, yes, I do own my life with a lot of grace, but I promise you, that's always going to be my effort. And I hope all of you all are inspired to understand that when you own your life, then only can you truly love yourself and care for yourself.
Yes.
First, it begins with I own it. Like you own your Birkins and your LVs and you will clean it up and you take care of it. This is your Birkin.
More than the Birkin.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, Kavita.
Yeah.
In most households, I've seen this. Parents are excellent examples, and then they're always pressurizing their children, and then their children are all over the place. How has it been for you as a parent?
Me being an athlete, I always felt I want my children to be athletes myself. So my daughter was into national level swimming, my son was into national level table tennis.
Wow.
But when my son was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, he was very good with his academics. He used to love, like that researcher mind, go and arguing with the teacher. That if she cut his half mark, he would tell her, like, ki I'm right, you cannot cut
intellectually
this half.
stimulating.
Explaining to the teacher how he's right, even in his paper. So he was that kind of a child. And then I realized over a period of time, in 3 or 4 years, when he turned 10, he was gradually putting on weight, and less focusing on his sport and then more on his academics. He was loving it so much. One fine day, I just told him, Krish, I think I'm okay if you come second, but I don't want you to leave your sports. I want you to come. It's okay if you don't come first. It's okay if you come second, but you cannot stop your sports activities. And he took it so hard that day that he's been a good student. He's done well in his career and he's maintained his sports life.
But that's amazing. I mean, parents are always like, come first, study hard. You have to excel. And you actually told your son and taught him the value of a balanced life.
Yes. I'm telling you, exercise and sports has been a big part of me.
That's incredible. And I hope all you parents understand that your child will grow into a successful person when they balance sports with intellectual stimulus, because too much of intellectual stimulus can become very toxic too.
Yes, absolutely.
And like we said earlier, exercise is detoxifying the body at various levels.
Yes.
That's amazing. And now it's the fun time.
Yes.
Should we mahjong?
Yes.
It's a quick one.
That's the happy time for us.
I know. Crack, boo, dot. Which is your tile?
I think boo.
What makes boo yours?
Absolutely grounded.
Ooh, I like that.
The bamboo tree.
1 to 9, which is your number in boo?
My number is 7. That's been my lucky number.
Oh.
And now my husband has got connected to Guruji, and that apparently is his number too.
So we know that you'll never discard a 7 of boo.
I will always mahjong on a 7 boo.
What about the dragons? Red, green, pearl?
I think pearl. I feel I'm very calm.
Yeah.
So the pearl dragon appears to be the calm one.
Yeah. Also, I find it very flexible. It's like water, right?
Yes.
Fluid. Fluid.
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking for that word. Very fluid.
Yes.
Ah.
But sometimes when I'm in the competitive mode in sports, then I'm the red dragon. I always want to
go for it. But I notice in mahjong, You do not have that. In Mahjong, you play to
No.
play.
Yeah, it's playing
But
fun
it's,
with friends.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not to win. It's just for the fun.
I agree.
Yes.
And which is your direction? North, east, west, south?
Always the east. Sun rises in the east. And I'm an early riser. So I love the east wind.
I think I'm getting your strategies right now. You know, my Queens of Honors episodes are giving me strategies of all the queens. No one play with me now. Or you'll have to change it.
We love playing with each other. We bond over mahjong.
I know.
Yeah,
it's you know, because you're into sports and you understand how sports and exercise helps. Do you feel that there's something that Mahjong also does for us midlifers? I mean, I'm saying everyone is playing Mahjong, but you see a larger amount of us midlifers at the table.
Yes.
What do you think helps us through Mahjong?
So much of strategy, we are using our brains. I'll tell you, one of my friends, I called her to play mahjong. She's had a brain stroke 3 years back.
Oh.
She was in the ICU. I called her home, come, I'll teach you mahjong. She came, she learned, she tells me her brain cells are growing and her focus is coming back. And I've seen the difference in her.
Yeah.
It helps people, midlifers like us and everybody else. At every age.
You know, I'll tell you my own thing. I can brain fog at any given time, okay? I could go to the refrigerator and then wonder what am I doing there. But when I'm on that table for 4 hours, 3 hours playing mahjong, I know my tiles. I know my strategy. There's no such thing as brain fog.
Yeah, it helps you focus big time. We don't look at our cell phones for so many hours.
Yeah.
At what point in the day do we do that? Ever? It's such a good game and such a good bonding time for us. Friends.
It is.
Absolutely.
If you have to give one message to all our midlife friends going through their perimenopause, menopause, what would that message be?
That one message would be just leave all your excuses. Please get up and move, walk, sit on the chair and do yoga. Even tell your 80-year-olds, 90-year-old parents at home, please work out. Instead of spending on their hospital bills and their insurance, get a trainer to guide them. Do that much for your parents.
I agree. And it all boils down to owning your life. Owning yourself, not just your life, but yourself, because you're bigger than the life that is given to you.
And own your parents, own your family. Like, people, they get medical insurance and all. Get them insured, let them move healthily.
Yeah, this is something beautiful that you just said, because everyone loves to talk about what they own in physical assets, and this comes to another, another incident before we wind up. Is I had met this person who had been through a very bad accident, and I'm talking about this. It happened about 25-30 years ago, so obviously I was still in my 20s. And he asked me, he said, Karishma, what is your biggest asset? And I was thinking of my brains, my intellect, my job, my this, my that. And he said that is where the problem in your mindset is. Your biggest asset is your health.
Yes.
And the more you invest it, it is the only thing that will give you increasing returns.
Yes.
And that was something that I have come to believe in even today.
Yes.
With type 1 diabetes since the age of 16, and I'm 51 right now, I have slogged, I've worked very hard, but I've never put my health on the back burner.
Yeah, it's so important.
It is.
That realization in people come too late.
Exactly. And now, sitting here with you, it is planting that seed even more deeper, that even at 51, till the last day that I can be mobile, I am going to move this body.
Yes.
Because I have myself to own.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this, Kavita. It's been beautiful, and I hope that you all out there would be inspired by everything that has been shared. And if you have an interesting story to share with us, we have something for you. The Middle Room. Come join me on the couch and let's discuss what it's like to thrive in the middle room. DM us, we're waiting for you.
Thank you.